see if everything's up and running. Okay, let's see. Testing. Alrighty, sounds good. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel today, and today we have episode number 16 of the Giants franchise, and today we're looking at a really tough opponent. We're playing the Ravens, who are 8-6. They're looking at a playoff spot. We're really kind of looking on the outside looking in. We really need to win these last two games to think about a playoff spot. But with that being said, let's just hop right into this game. I'm really excited. I feel like we have a chance as long as our defense performs, you know. That's just kind of what we need, though, is just our defense to be there. And then, yeah, let's go with that. I feel like really what we need to do is just limit Lamar Jackson as to what he can do on the offense. I mean, that's really kind of easier said than done for sure, because, I mean, he is pretty much their offense. But as you can see there, Mark Ingram's actually having a pretty solid season too. Same with Mark Andrews. They're both having really solid seasons. Marquise Brown also having a really good year. But just kind of hopefully just going to limit the damage that they can do on offense for sure. Because if we just let them do what they want, that's going to be a really rough day for us. Alright, so it looks like we're going to start off with the ball. Basically, we need to keep up with their offense because best we can, because... Ooh, Ballantyne broke a tackle there, but he got out to the 26, and he got tackled just as he was about to break free, but not quite. Yeah, Kaepernick's not having the best season, but I would like to try to re-sign him. We're having a little bit of cap issues right now, no pun intended, but it's definitely something we need to get worked out this offseason if we want to keep Kaepernick and a few other people. Alright, 1st and 10 at the 26. We're going to hand it off to Saquon Barkley here, who's going to get a gain of 2 on the play, making it 2nd and 8. I mean, pretty much the way for us to keep up with this Ravens team is we have to be able to keep up with them defensively, because offensively they're much better than us. As we're going to throw it out quickly here, and that's going to be knocked away as we're going to start 0 for 1 on the passing game, or in the passing game, and we're looking at a 3rd and 8 now. Going to take the snap here. He's just going to dump it off to Saquon, who's going to get tackled for a loss of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's going to be 4th down. As Earl Thomas is having some words with Saquon, as it's looking like, I mean, we can't really say much back because we're kind of we're definitely losing the battle already. And he's going to shrug off a tackle, but he's not going to shrug off that one. Okay, I don't even know who that was. I'm really kind of scared to see what Lamar Jackson's going to do. He's having a great season. Holy crap. Let's just hope that we can limit what he does for sure. Alright. It's 1st and 10 from the 35. Lamar Jackson's going to take the snap here. He's going to just dump it off to Willie Snead, who's going to get tackled just shy of the 1st down marker. That's going to be a gain of 7, making it 2nd and 3 on the play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
I'm going to hand it off to Mark Ingram here, who's going to get the 1st down. Oh, he's not going to get the 1st down. It looks like they're actually going to call that just short. So they're looking at a 3rd and inches now at the 45, as it looks like the ball's past the 1st down marker, but I won't say nothing, as Lamar Jackson's going to keep it himself, and it looks like they're going to call him short of the 1st down, and they do, as we get a stop on the first play, or on the first drive on defense, as that is what we need. We need to be able to capitalize on all the plays possible on defense in order to win this game. Which both games right now are looking at must-wins. Golden Tate's just going to get tackled right where he caught it, and we're going to be stuck at the 11-yard line.
The Giants
Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Looking at a 1st and 10 from the 11. Really kind of looking a little rough here. Gonna hand the ball off to Saquon, who's gonna get tackled for a loss as he's looking at negative yardage on the day. We're looking at a great defense as well. It's definitely looking rough for us as we're going to hand it off to Saquon here, who's going to get about a gain of 10 on the play, making it 3rd and 3. It's really going to be kind of hard to compete with this Ravens team, especially when they have a great offense and a great defense. As Saquon's going to get the ball here, but he's not going to get nearly enough for that 1st down. So he gets right back to the line of scrimmage, making it 4th and 3. And we really can't go for it here, this deep into our own territory. So we're just going to have to punt it away. Riley Dixon's going to take the snap. He's going to punt it away here. That's a low punt as he's just going to get tackled at the 50-yard line. So it's Chris Moore, but we really need to not have too many of those punts. That's for sure. They're going to fake the handoff here. Just going to dump it off to Ingram. Oh man, that was a missed tackle on my part, and that's going to be a gain of 10, and that's going to be not quite a 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Giants' 40-yard line.
2nd and inches now. Lamar Jackson's going to take the snap. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Ingram here, who's going to just get the 1st down after breaking that tackle. He's going to fall forward enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that will be the final play of the 1st quarter, as we're looking at a 0-0 tie, but the Ravens are moving down the field pretty good right now on offense. Jackson's going to take the snap here. He's going to hand it off to his running back, Mark Ingram, who's going to get a gain of 4 on the play, making it 2nd and 6.
Tomlinson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 6 now. They're going to hand it off to him again, as this is going to be enough for a 1st down, as that gets Ingram to 20 yards on the day. We're just going to dump it off to Willie Snead here, who's going to get a gain of about 6 on the play, making it 2nd and, 7, making it 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
He's going to throw here to Willie Snead, who's going to get the ball down to the 5-yard line, as this offense is just moving, and we really cannot afford that to happen. First goal from the 5. They're just going to hand it off to Ingram here, who's going to bounce off of a tackler, but he's only going to get a gain of 2, making it 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line, as Ingram's going to try passing it, and he gets Marquise Brown. Thinking of a completely different team, completely different receiver. Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown's going to get the touchdown on the play, and that will put them up by 1 score. And that will be right down the middle, as that is what's to be expected from Justin Tucker, as that will make it a 7-0 lead. Corey Ballantyne's back in the end zone. He's going to take this ball out as usual, and he's going to get to about the 23-24 yard line, and this is where the drive will start, not the first drive. Going to 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here, as he's going to try to find Darius Slayton downfield, as that's just going to be picked off there, and that will be Earl Thomas, and he's going to get them down to about the 30-yard line, as that's not the first time that's happened where Earl Thomas has picked off Colin Kaepernick. So Ravens are going to start off with really good field position here at the 30-yard line. And they're going to fake the handoff here as Lamar Jackson has all the time in the world. And that will be a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens, bringing us down by yet another score. That's exactly what we just did not need. And that will be yet again down the middle by Justin Tucker for the extra point, making it 14-0 in the Ravens' favor. And to make matters worse, they actually start off with the ball for the second half. So we need to really kind of figure something out here, as Valentine's going to get the ball back to the 23-yard line. Okay. Let's figure something out here. It's 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line, as Kaepernick's going to take the snap here, and that's exactly what he'll do, and he'll just run right out of bounds for a gain of 6. Giants really just need to find something to minimize the damage that's been happening. Who's going to drop the ball, as that's been a reoccurring theme in the second half of the season, really actually kind of all season, from getting us to the 42-yard line, as that's a 21-yard catch from Golden Tate. First and 10 now. Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to try to find Darius Slayton, which he does. He makes one defender miss, and that will only be a gain of a few, as it's now 2nd and 6. Second and 6 from the 38-yard line, as Kaepernick's just going to take the ball himself, as he's just going to slide as he gets the first down. So it looks like Parnell McPhee actually got hurt on that last play, as he's going to head over to the sidelines. 3rd and inches now. You serious? Hold on, give me just a second. Okay, that's weird. Sorry about that. I don't know why that popped up. Alright, so it's 3rd and inches now. Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to roll out right to the right, as he's going to throw it to Darius Slayton, who's going to get that touchdown, as that's a touchdown for the Giants. And just like that, we're looking at just a 1-score deficit now. So I believe that's Darius Slayton's 2nd score of the season. There's been a couple that have been taken back for sure, but that is in fact his 2nd, and that did not get called back, so that is good. Alright. Catanzaro is going to kick us off here, as Moore is going to be back there to receive the kickoff, and he's going to get dropped at the 24-yard line, as that's where the Baltimore Ravens will start off. It's 1st and 10 now from the 24-yard line. Lamar Jackson's going to throw the ball here, as that was off the mark, as that is going to be now a 2nd and 10. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line. And Lamar Jackson's going to try to find his receiver, and he does, as that's going to be almost enough for a first down, and that will be enough for a first down, as it's now 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line, as it looks like the Ravens are just going to try and run this clock out, as they're just taking their time here. As Lamar Jackson's going to try throwing again, but that'll be an incomplete pass, making it 2nd and 10. Hopefully on this drive we can get a stop and possibly go down and score some more points. That would be really nice, as we're going to sack Lamar Jackson on the play, and just like that we're going to call a timeout, as it's now a 3rd down, and that offensive line really just did not block for him at all, as we were able to apply pressure right away. As we're looking at a 3rd and 17, as they're just going to hand it off to Ingram here, who's not going to get anything. In fact, I believe he's actually going to only gain a yard, as we're going to call a timeout here, as we have still a timeout left within this 51 seconds to possibly go down and score a touchdown. punt is off and away here. Golden Tate's going to get it. He's going to try to return it, and he will get some yardage out of it as he makes a nice little juke move, and he's going to get us to the 38-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Okay, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, as Kaepernick's going to try and lead us down now and get a touchdown, as he's going to try to find Ingram here, who's going to make a one-handed catch, as that was an awesome catch, and that would get us to the 42-yard line, as we're approaching at the very least field goal range at the moment. 1st and 10 from the 42 now. Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's just going to try and find his receiver, Golden Tate, out there, who's going to get the first down and then some, as he's going to run out of bounds, as we're looking at a 1st and 10 now from the 29-yard line with 32 seconds left, as we can relax just a little bit to where we don't need to feel as rushed as we were. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line here. Kaepernick's going to roll out to the right. He's going to try to find someone. He's just not going to. He's going to throw it away here, as that's now going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. A big thing that I'd like to see from Kaepernick just in these next couple games is just kind of limit the forced throws. He's going to get sacked there, as it looks like that'll make us call our final timeout of this half, as I don't know why they're having us go for a field goal. That makes absolutely no sense. But just if there's not a receiver open, just throw it away, you know. That way it'll limit the turnovers. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here. He's going to try throwing it to his receiver. That'll be Golden Tate, who's not going to get out of bounds, and that'll be the second half, as we really should have probably just kicked the field goal there. But it's still only a 1-score deficit, which is not as bad as it could have been, as we're not going to have to kick it away to start off this second half. We're looking at they're looking at a 1st and 10 now from the 25-yard line, as that was a kneel in the end zone, and it's our defense really kind of was performing well on that last drive, as Lamar Jackson's going to have a keeper here, and he's going to get enough for a 1st down, as that's going to be a gain of 11, as Lamar Jackson's really just kind of finding a way to beat us with his legs, just kind of like Joe Burrow did and Kyler Murray have in these past few weeks. As they're going to hand it off to Ingram here, who's going to get a gain of about 3, making it 2nd and 7 on the play. Looking at a 2nd and 7 now from the 39. Lamar Jackson's going to he's going to throw here to Mark Andrews, who's going to get enough for the 1st down. He's going to get down to the 42-yard line in the Giants' territory, and now it's a fresh set of downs for this Baltimore offense. He's going to hand it off to Ingram here, who's going to get a gain of about 3 again on the play. Sorry, about 4, making it 2nd and 6. They're going to have Lamar Jackson keep it here, and he's going to get rocked, but still enough for a 1st down, as we were really kind of there applying pressure, but he kept it, and he ran for the 1st down, as they're now looking at a 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, as Lamar Jackson is just marching this offense down the field right now. He's going to roll out to the left here. He's going to try to make that throw, and he does, as that's going to be a 1st down to the 13. Looking at a 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line now, as this Ravens offense is really just moving, as that'll be a gain of 3 by Mark Ingram on the play.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 10-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Ingram again, who's going to make a spin move, and he's going to get a gain of about 4 on the play, making it 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and 3 now on the play. Lamar Jackson's going to take the snap. He's going to throw it, but it's going to get knocked away, as it's going to make it 4th down now. 4th and 3 from the 6, as it looks like they're going to stay out there on the field, as they're potentially going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Lamar Jackson looking to throw, and it's going to be intercepted, and that's going to be Julian Love on the play, as that's going to be, he's going to have so much room open as Lamar Jackson looks like he's catching up to him pretty quickly, but he will not, and that will be a pick six, the first of the season for us, as that is his first on the season. And wow, that was spectacular. That's definitely one of the best plays of the season so far. That was incredible. He's looking to find someone there, Hollywood Brown, as he just kind of just gets right in front of him, picks that off, and he just takes it to the house, as that was perfect. I could not be any more surprised that that was pulled off, and any more happy on the play now. This Catanzaro is going to line up for the extra point here, as the kick is going to be up, and the kick will barely be good, as it looks like he just kind of didn't quite get the kick he wanted out of it, but it still went in, as it's now a tie ball game, as I'm just honestly was not expecting that from our defense. We were playing the bend but don't break on that, and it really kind of played out. They went for it on 4th and 3. Probably should have just taken the field goal, but it's now a tie ball game. I'm just really happy with that. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line now, as Lamar Jackson is out on the field. He's going to try and find his tight end, but that was almost picked off again in back-to-back plays. That would have been something spectacular to see, but in fact it's just going to be an incomplete pass. He's going to fake the handoff here, as he's going to try and throw deep down the field, and that will be dropped, as that was almost caught on the play. That was Nick Boyle on the play, who looks like he's lost his starting job, but he's still got that X factor on the play. As he's going to go deep again, so that's going to get picked off for the second straight drive, as that's going to be taken to the 42-yard line, as that's DeAndre Baker's second of the season. I'm really kind of excited to see what he's going to be able to do in the future for us. Unfortunately, in real life, he had some off-the-field incidents where he couldn't stay on the Giants team, but in this series I plan on taking advantage of every single attribute that he has, because I'm really kind of just I'm very excited for what he can do. I'm going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley here, who's going to get a gain of about 4 on the play, as he's kind of having a really quiet day overall, as we're going to get a 2nd and 6 on the 38-yard line now. Kaepernick looks like he's calling a different play, as he's going to hand it off to Saquon again, who's going to get only a gain of about 2 on the play, as we're now looking at a 3rd and 4. With only about 15 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter now. The Giants have really good field position off that turnover from the Ravens. As Kaepernick's going to roll out, he's going to dump it off to Sterling Shepard here. He's going to make a couple defenders miss, as he's going to get down to the 18-yard line, and that will end this 3rd quarter, as the Giants are looking at pretty good field position right now, as this is just really turning out to be a great game. It's 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line now. They're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, who's only going to get a gain of 2 on the play, as yet again it just seems like they have his number, as they kind of almost expect us to lean on that run game a little bit, as it's now 2nd and 7. We're going to hand the ball off to Saquon again, who's going to get wrapped up by Calais Campbell, and that will be a loss on the play, and it's now 3rd and 7. We're looking at 3rd and 7 on the play now, as Kaepernick's going to try to find a receiver here, as he's going to get pressure. He's going to throw it out, and then that's going to be an incomplete pass now, as it's going to be 4th down at the 16-yard line, and we won't make the same mistake as we did to end the first half, and what the Ravens did on their about 2 drives ago, where they didn't go for the field goal. We will go for the field goal here and take the lead for I believe the 2nd time this game, and sorry, no, for the first time. That's definitely the first time, as we're now up 17-14. Catanzaro is now going to kick the ball off for us, as Moore is going to be down there, and he's going to try to return this, and he's going to get to about the 25, so about normal, as it's going to be where the Ravens take over on offense. Right now you got to be wondering if they're going to trust Lamar Jackson to throw the ball, as he's thrown 2 back-to-back picks, as maybe they're not as confident as they're going to open up with a passing play here, but instead he's just going to use his legs as he will slide and not quite get enough for a first down as he's looking at a 2nd and 1 now. When you throw back-to-back picks, it's really kind of hard to believe that you go out trusting the arm. So they're going to do a read option here as Lamar Jackson has all the time in the world, or all the open spaces. They're going to miss the tackle there, and it looks like he will just take this home, and that will be a touchdown for the Ravens as they are back on top with this one. Throwing abilities are really kind of underrated, and when we take that away, we really got to focus on the run game that he can do as well, which is what he's known for. It's almost like this defense has been kind of focusing on one or the other today, as we're now down by 4. And Corey Ballantyne's going to take this one out, and he's going to get to about the 23, which is what he's been getting to on average today.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
My plan for this drive is just to kind of chew as much clock off and then just go down and score a touchdown. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the run with Saquon, as that's going to get dropped for a loss, and we're now looking at about a 2nd and 10 to 2nd and 11. In fact, it'll be a 2nd and 10 for us here, as we're looking at, we're at the 24-yard line, as we're just going to dump it on off to Saquon Barkley here, which will be enough for a first down. As he makes a defender miss, makes 2 defenders miss, as that will get us to the 43-yard line, as maybe, just maybe, he might be picking it up just a little bit on offense. 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning, as Kaepernick's just going to have to throw this away here, as that'll likely be intentional grounding, but that's better than just getting sacked and possibly fumbling it, and that's exactly what it'll be, and we'll be looking at a 2nd and 20 instead of a 2nd and 10. That is a pretty big setback for us that we really did not want to see. But again, better than taking the sack and the fumble, as we're just going to dump it off to Saquon here, who will get a decent amount of yards, as he actually looks like he'll get close to the first down, as he's going to get just about a yard or 2 shy of it, as it's now 3rd and 2 on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Looking at a 3rd and 2 now here. We're at the 49-yard line on our own territory, with 2 minutes left to go, as we're going to throw it on over to Sterling Shepard here, who's going to drop the ball, as we really needed him to catch that, as we have to go for it here with 1:56 left to go in the game. We're just going to dump it off to Saquon here, who's going to get the ball. He's going to catch it, and he's going to get a first down. He's going to make a defender miss, and that's exactly what we needed from him, as he's going to take us down to the 25-yard line. I believe he stepped out of bounds there, and they will stop the clock. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line here, as Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Saquon, who's going to make a juke, but he's only going to get a gain of about 3 on the play, as we're now looking at a 2nd and 7, as now the time is starting to tick. 6 seconds left to go. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here. He's going to throw it over the middle to Golden Tate, who's going to make the catch. That's going to get us down to the 9-yard line, as we are taking absolutely as much time off of this clock as possible, which is what we need to do, and just give this Ravens offense as little time as possible. Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to roll out, and he's going to score the touchdown, as that's going to put us in the lead, and that's going to give this Ravens team very little time to go down and score, which all they need is a field goal to tie the ball game if Catanzaro makes this extra point, which he will do just that. And so, as I was saying, this Ravens team needs at least a field goal to tie this ball game, sending us into overtime, or they should go, or not should, we don't want that, or they'll go down and score a touchdown and win the ball game, which we don't want that either. Moore is going to take it out here. He's going to get it to the 25-yard line, which is what he's been getting to on average. As you can see there, he's averaging about 23 per return. So just like that, they're looking at 24 seconds. They have all 3 timeouts, as Lamar Jackson has his X Factor activated. He's just going to dump it off here to his running back, because that's going to be a gain of 4 as they call it a timeout, as we are calling man up 3 deep, which I don't know why we're doing that. But there's 19 seconds left to go here, as they really need to rely on Jackson's arm, which they will do just that, and they will get it to the 41, and that will be the second timeout by this Ravens offense, because it looks like that the last formation really kind of helped with preventing any big yardage on the play. So we're just going to dump it off here. We're not on offense. They're going to dump it off here, and that'll be an incomplete pass, as that will be now, or that'll make it now 2nd and 10. Justin Tucker's probably one of the best kickers in the league, so he's a pretty good leg. As you see there, they say the 43-yard line is his range. He's going to get picked off, as that's DeAndre Baker for the 2nd time today, as that's going to win us the ball game, as that's his third of the day, and he's gotten more interceptions in this game than he has all season, and that, just like that, we're going to win this game. We do need to snap the ball one last time, and we're going to hand the ball off here to Saquon, as he's going to fumble it, but that's going to be recovered by the Ravens. I was trying to fall down, and I accidentally celebrated, and they knocked the ball out of my hands. So they get one last try on this, as it's still possible for the Ravens to win this, as there's 1 second left. Lamar Jackson's going to take this snap here. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to throw down deep, and that will be incomplete, as Marquise Brown had a chance to get that. But just like that, we will officially win it, and that will take us to 7 and 8 on the season, as we need to win that last game against the Cowboys. This was a really great game. Player of the game, hands down, goes to DeAndre Baker. He got that clutch interception in that last drive. We did fumble it with Saquon in the very next play, but luckily they didn't get the touchdown on that last play. And just like that, we're looking at 7 and 8 now. On offense, I'd probably have to say Darius Slayton. I can look at the numbers again real quick. Kaepernick doing his thing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The first time ever this season where we had less interceptions than the other team. We had more passing yards as well. Lamar Jackson really just kind of was their offense in this game. I'd have to say that Slayton with that 1 touchdown was really nice, and then that was a huge part of this. And then Colin Kaepernick also got a rushing touchdown at the end there to put us ahead. He actually got the game-winning run, as that's what won us the game. As defensively, Jabril Peppers had 6 total tackles, which is amazing. Let's just go ahead and go over to the Giants. And then Dalvin Tomlinson really applying a lot of pressure today. Dexter Lawrence, same thing. Julian Love with his interception, pick 6. I'm really happy about that. That's making me really excited to see what he can possibly do. He's kind of our hybrid linebacker and safety. That made me really excited. And then DeAndre Baker only had 2 tackles. For a cornerback, that's actually good to see him not get as many tackles. But I think he's like top 2, top 3 in the team in tackles this season. But he did get those 2 interceptions, which I'm so happy about, and that makes me so excited to see what he's capable of moving forward. And then Blake Martinez almost had that 1 interception, 5 total tackles. He did his thing today. Xavier Kinney with his 2 tackles. And then Grant Haley got in for some action today. James Bradbury didn't do anything. I don't even know if he allowed any yards or what, but had a very quiet day overall. He did get 1 pass deflection, so not a completely quiet day, but he didn't assist on a tackle. He didn't help. Corey Ballantyne actually had more tackles, and I think he's the 4th cornerback on the depth chart, 4th or 5th. But yeah, with that being said, we took down the Ravens, which is a really key game to possibly getting in to this playoff hunt. As with that being said, I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and then I will catch you in the next one for the final game of the regular season, and maybe the season if we don't get into the playoffs, but let's hope we do. And just like that, I will see you in the next one.